Market moves coming at you this weekend, and crypto has been falling and falling, and I'm starting to get interested. Stay tuned. So if you haven't been watching crypto at all, you'd be shocked to know it was down another 50% from where it was recently. And this is shocking because it was at 20,000 earlier this year. Everyone is expecting a pullback or a bear market, but this bear market is not ending, and it's getting pretty aggressive right now. So I'm going to talk about today in this video where the bottom is that I'm looking for, where I'm starting to look to pick up the crypto again. First, if you haven't hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner, I put out videos all the time on investing and trading, and I just want to let you guys know what I know and just make the community a little bit better. So we're going to move out to the weekly chart on cryptocurrencies, and we're going to see what's been happening. And if you don't know, or if you're not familiar with crypto, you should educate yourself, because honestly, this asset is a supply and demand coin. It's a crazy thing, and people just took off with it. It was at maybe like $100 a couple years ago, and it went up to $20,000. So if you bought one for $100, you would have had 20K at the high, and everybody was buying at the top. Everybody was taking out second mortgages, and unfortunately it ended poorly, because at the very top, which is where everyone gets in all the time, the huge red candle came about and crypto dropped about 50% in a week. And since then, it's been going into this bear market, and the bear market has just been dragging it down, dragging it down, dragging it down, and we have gotten no pops above this trend line here. So, and this trend line is imaginary in my head, so now I'm drawing it for you so you can see what I'm looking at. Basically, we had this kind of ellipse, the bottom of an ellipse, that was dragging the stock and putting pressure on it, and this cryptocurrency was falling and falling for months and weeks, and finally we kind of had no volume, no movement for about 4 or 5 weeks in a row, and then we had this huge sell-off occurring within 2 weeks, and that dropped this cryptocurrency from let's see, 6,400 down to about 3,800 today. And I don't think that's over, but I do think 3,000 is a great level to start looking for the bottom and start looking to see if buyers are going to come in, because if we go to the 4-hour chart, we can just see that this selling is overdrawn. Like there hasn't been a pop above the middle Bollinger Band in a long time, and this has just been straight selling for a while. And eventually we're going to get a capitulation bottom, which means that we're going to have a huge dip, as in maybe like another $1,000 from here or $500. It's going to be really quick, and after that the buyers could possibly step in and move this thing for a couple days or so. So I'm looking at this as a trade, but I know a lot of people believe in cryptocurrency and expect this to rally in the next year or so. So you're finally getting this at decent prices, and everyone always wants to buy at the top. Nobody wants to buy at the bottom. So I'm always doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. So I'm thinking about investing in cryptocurrency towards the bottom, and it's getting more and more attractive as it falls, like any asset should. And I'm going to go through all the charts now with the different coins so you guys can see what's happening, what they look like. Obviously they're going to be similar, but some of them may have fallen more than others, or may have not fallen enough. So this is the market mover indicator here. We had 2 huge buy signals, which did not lead to too much profit. It does not work well with crypto, but at the same time, it works very well with the US stock market. But the big thing I'm taking away from the market mover indicator is a divergence, meaning this bottom here is higher. So if we're lower on the chart, we're actually higher on the indicator. Okay, what I'm going to do now is go over some charts of different cryptocurrency coins. And the first one I'm going to is Doge. I think Doge is impressive from a chart standpoint because it did rally when Bitcoin should have rallied. So remember that like ellipse I drew? Doge actually flew through it, and it did pop to this higher level and since then it's been kind of channeling straight down, and this channel has been pretty tight. If you look at it, it hasn't really popped below the Bollinger Band, and it hasn't broken through the 10-day moving average. So at this point, I don't think Doge is a buy. I don't think some of these coins are a buy right now. Like I said, I'm waiting for that capitulation bottom, and this cannot be sustained forever. So eventually, just like this downtrend, Doge is going to go sideways for a little bit and then pop higher. So I do see Doge looking pretty nice, and if we go to the weekly, I'll show you why it looks so great. It's because it's kind of breaking through this bottom that it's been forming. So it touched this bottom once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. It could break this week, but if it doesn't, this bottom holds, it can trend higher, and that would be pretty great for this coin. So Doge coming on to resistance with the bottom from previously, and we need to keep an eye on that. And the next, I'm going to go to Ethereum, and on the bottom for Ethereum, it's slightly breaking through this line, and it's actually punishing it. And Ethereum does look like it's pushing to lower levels. So the next level we can look for on Ethereum is kind of questionable, because I don't see any big volume for these next couple candlesticks in the past. So the way you look for bottoms is you look for where the stock bottomed last, and this point here is where it bottomed last. And then I guess the next one would be at about $70-$80. So I guess I could throw that in there. This is a possible bottom. I don't think it's going to hold if it does break through it, but this is getting cheaper and cheaper as well. Everything's falling, and we do just have one more support level for Ethereum, and if that doesn't hold, I don't know where this thing's going to keep falling to, honestly. And we'll just check out Litecoin, just do some of the top coins. You can buy these all on Coinbase, you can buy these all on Robinhood, and this lets you trade them easily, and it's just very nice to be able to do that. And with LTC Litecoin, very, very similar to Ethereum. Some of these altcoins that were the popular ones are doing the same thing. So I'm going to move this up. This Litecoin has breached through that one support level just like Ethereum, and at this point it's heading for the next one, which looks like it's going to be $23, which is a $5 move lower. And if I just back it up, you guys can see what I'm looking at. This is the first support level, and we broke through that, and the next one is $22-ish. So Ethereum, Litecoin broken through some key levels, and they are heading lower. And the other coins I'm going to go through are just some smaller coins. Everyone loves XRP. Ripple, everyone thinks is a huge scam, but a lot of people are still buying it at these levels. So we're going to check it out, see what's happening. Just like Doge. Doge is one of those coins that hasn't moved, didn't get into that big mix like Ethereum and Litecoin. So they're not suffering as much as those other coins. So they haven't even breached the bottom from the last couple weeks, and this bottom is maybe, let's say, I can't even tell, like 0.1, so a penny from here, or 10 cents from here. And that's interesting because those levels again are pretty recent, and we're breaching Ethereum and Litecoin levels from years ago. So the Ripple levels were just being developed, and Doge levels were just being developed this year. So that could kind of show you the power of crypto. Some people are still getting interested in some of these alternative coins, and maybe this is not dead now, and maybe it'll rally in the next couple years. But right now, this has been one of the ugliest years in cryptocurrency's life, and people are kind of fleeing. So we just have to sit back, watch, wait for that capitulation, wait for a bottom, wait for a good pattern that makes sense, and then enter the market again. So let's check out what Bitcoin is doing. And just today, looks like it was flagging, and it looks like it's making a nice pop now. So who knows, maybe this could be the start of a bottom right now. And all we have to do is wait and get some confirmation. this is all I got. This is a cryptocurrency video, and this is something I love to trade. It's volatile. I like anything that's volatile. I don't really care if it's good investment or not. I like trading things, and this is a great thing to trade. So hopefully you guys got something out of this. This is Market Moves signing off. Peace.